Please give it up for Verna Gillis, everyone.
How do you define a good day? For me, if I don't start peeing before my pants are down, that's a good day. If I'm even thinking about peeing, it's already too late. I always assume I have to pee, and I'm always right. My brand of adult pads is called Free to Pee, You and Me. When I turned 69, I finally realized I'll no longer die young. One thing to cross off my anxiety list. Here I am, closer to dead than to alive, knowing that one day the last thing I say will be the last thing I said, and vice versa. I grew up on another idea of 69. All I could say is, oh. You could choke. Too much going on. I never liked it. Now ADD is who we are. I've identified a new malady. I call it FAD, full attention disorder, for people who can only do one thing at a time. They're working on a medication for that now. I gave myself a surprise party for my 70th. If you don't think turning 70 is one big fucking surprise, I often hear people lamenting their imperfections. I strive for imperfection. It would be a major step up from being totally whacked. There are some expressions, just don't say them around me. Breathless? Don't let anything leave you breathless. The difference between life and death is breath. It's all good. Really? It's not all good. Haven't you noticed? Do I believe in a higher power? You bet I do. Carbs and marijuana. People believe a lot of crazy shit with much less proof. Marijuana is the one addiction at which I draw the line. No way am I giving that out. Mind altering? You bet. Out of my mind? Way to go. If you had access to my mind on some days, you'd go out and get it for me as an act of mercy. On a good day, I tread water in the think tank. Helpful hints for things not to do when stoned. Do not initiate or send emails of any kind. Perhaps your computer needs a function that automatically waits 12 hours if it smells marijuana on your breath. Do not agree to do or say or promise anything. For example, let's live together. Let's get married. I will never want anyone else. Do not convince yourself that carrot cake is a vegetable. When I am stoned, I don't get the munchies. I reserve domain names. I now own more than 20. Falling in love, I called it being clitorized. There is a mutual moment of going for it, and everything and everyone else vanishes for at least 6 months. Suspension of reason. Now life is ruled by seemingly unsatiable desire. All those quirks, which eventually we will dislike intensely in the other person, are now oh so adorable, so cute, such a turn-on. Shaking off those last drops from his penis in the bathroom, with his hand on the wall is fabulously erotic, because after all, it is his penis, and soon it will enter all your orifices. Months later, you will begin to notice the drops of urine on the bathroom floor and the smudges from his hand on the wall, and it will make you fucking nuts. Two of the best relationships I have had have been with scones. Pumpkin cranberry, and then carrot raisin. From different bakeries, and at different times they had just closed overnight. I go into every fucking diner, bakery, restaurant. I try to get into muffins. The only criteria I have, honestly, is size. They have to be large. Size matters for my carb. I can see how I floundered. It was the equivalent of sleeping around. I went from one to the next, and if I even found one that I liked, I couldn't remember where I got it. I have found a new scone, an Irish soda bread, and I am here to tell you, it is better to have sconed and lost than never to have sconed at all. Still sconed after all these years. I need a psychopractor for daily attitude adjustments. I'm with an older man. I'm his older woman. I formed a rock band of older postmenopausal women. We call ourselves the Dry Vaginas. Then my partner learns that he has prostate cancer. So now we are going on the road with his band, Los Impotentes. Wrongs of Passage Productions. What happened to the burning bush that used to be between my legs? All I know is the bald eagle has landed. The hairs on my leg made off with my libido. The hairs under my arms have migrated to my chin. My new bra size is 36 long. I'm at that time of life when people say, wow, you look good for your age. Before that, I had just looked good. 60 is the new 60. 70 is the new 70. We are the olders. I'll toke to that. Right now, all of us here are the oldest we have ever been. I put on and take off my retrospectacles. Thank you.